If you are one that appreciates the fine art of organization and you like things color-coded or matching, this video is for you. I've realized lately that having my craft space organized isn't just about me being neurotic, it's actually really good for my brain health. It helps keep the creative juices flowing, and I just feel more peaceful in my space. So if that resonates, let me show you my new labeling system, but then also a way that you can do it yourself in your own craft space if you wanted to go that route. First, let me show you what I'm currently working with. Now, this is just a mix and match of labels for my distress inks. Over the years, as I've gotten them, I haven't had any of the same label systems. Either they're the P-Touch, or I've printed them out on my printer, and they're just all over the place. And I gotta tell you, I'm not really excited when I go to reach for an ink. That's probably not the top reason to want to relabel these. However, I got really excited when I saw Tim Holtz release the labels for these ink pads. So they actually, I'm going to show you here in just a second, they came out with labels for the Distress line. And so it has the small circles, large circles, and those are going to be like for your sprays or your paints. And then it has the labels in both black ink as well as written out in white ink. And so it's the whole Distress line. As you can see, I'm just kind of showing you on the screen. I just got the labels for my Distress pads so far. I don't have a lot of sprays or inks or paints rather. But when I got these in, I just got the labels with the white writing. Okay. So I am going to speed this up just so you can watch the process of me changing these from hodgepodge mess to really beautifully streamlined. Now, does it matter? Not necessarily. However, I will tell you, it is a brain shortcut when I look over at my inks and I can see the color as well as the name. That I didn't even realize was going to be helpful. It's totally helpful. And I think that's the whole point, right? The whole point was that they're colored based on the ink pad. So really excited to update that. Took me probably about 10 minutes to do all my ink pads. I don't have the full line, but let me just show you real quick. This is the before of what they look like before I got my labels. And then here they are in their glory, just beautifully color coded. So that just makes my heart happy. But maybe you don't want to buy these labels and you want to try to do this at home for yourself. Came up with a couple ideas, but this is just 2 ideas. Please put in the comments if you have another idea on how you can make these labels yourself. First thought I had was print out your labels with the names already on it and then just color them up with your ink. That's great. Just 2 downfalls though. One, these labels still are not thin enough. They're long enough, but they're not thin enough, which means you're going to have to snip them to fit onto the ink pad. And the second thing is that's a lot of labels to buy. So if you want to go in on it with like 100 of your friends, that might be the only way it's cost effective. Okay. The other thing that I came up with, wait, before I show you this, I opened up my double-sided adhesive. Take a look at this. Just come look at this. Who was in here cutting this up? Was it me? If you saw this in a video and I did this, what? This just has the workings of one of my kids all day long. Okay, anyway. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take some copy paper, and you can use cardstock, but the thinner to me, the better because it lays flatter. And so I took copy paper and I'm just putting double-sided adhesive onto the copy paper, making sure that both of the labels are going to touch one another. Now, I wanted to show you a DIY option for this because I just, you know me. However, I will give a little spoiler alert. I do think this is really time intensive. It's definitely doable, but it is time intensive. So just be prepared for that. Next thing I'm going to do is turn over onto the copy side, the copy paper side, and I'm going to mark where 1/4 of an inch is on these so I can make the strips. And I want them to be 1/4 of an inch thick because that's going to fit perfectly onto my ink pad. Okay. So I get that done. The next thing I'm going to do is change trimmers because I can see better with the one where I'm sliding the cut. So I cut up all of those strips. I only do this for demo purposes because I already have the labels. So I'm just going to show you. I have just 1/4 inch strips cut up. And remember, they have the double-sided adhesive on the back end of those. Okay. So we get those cut up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the 1 3/4 of an inch long. So I wanted to measure the labels as they're made, and they're about 1 3/4 long. So then I just mark those as well and go through and cut up my pieces. All right, so now it's time for coloring. So I'm going to take out this example here, which is squeezed lemonade. Shout out to all of you who know that I was missing a light yellow, and someone told me in the comments it's squeezed lemonade, and now my life is complete. I appreciate you. Then I'm going to go in and just mark squeezed lemon. Why? Because I can't fit lemonade, and that's okay. See, I'm not neurotic about everything, just certain things. This is okay. Squeezed lemon. All right, so I have that done. I think writing on it was probably the scariest part of this whole process. I don't really like my handwriting. Okay, so then I'm going to just peel that back. And now these, just so you know, once you stick it down, you could probably peel it back off, but it's not as easy as the labels that they come with or that you can buy. So there we go. We have squeezed lemonade, and we have it on the original that they made and then the DIY. Again, you can get all of these already made for you. And do keep in mind, this is the bundle, but you can actually get them individually if you want, if you don't have one of those products. Speaking of our love for organization, please don't forget to get your free ticket to Paper Crafters Get Organized. This summit is coming up very soon. I'm one of the guest speakers. This time around, we have a smaller list of guest speakers. This is a lot more interactive. You're going to get a lot with the free ticket as far as 24-hour access to all of the pre-recorded sessions. If you want to upgrade your ticket to the Ultimate Craft Bundle, you are going to get a ton of extra things, but then also a lot of lives, which is new for the summit. So before we had Q&A lives, this is actually going to be super interactive where we're going to organize together. I'm very excited about my classes. I have 2 lives with you and 1 pre-recorded session. So I hope you can make it. It's going to be a blast. Please remember that if you are going to upgrade to the upgraded ticket, the cheapest way to do it is to get your free ticket first, link below, and then upgrade right after when it asks you. All right. I will see you all in those comments down below with your ideas on how maybe you can make labels, or at the summit or in the next video. Bye-bye.